Alright, what's up, y'all? Welcome back to This Week in Force. So, this week there were a lot of lore class changes across all the factions. BHG decided to have an identity crisis and went through a full-on rebrand. We're going to go over the notes from the Senate meeting that was held this week. And after all that, we're going to have an interview with TNR's new Temple Guard captain. So, starting off, we're going to go over the lore class changes. So, a lot happened this week with lore class. Roy decided to step down from Arc Trooper and go to TGE. Yuki stepped down from Grand Inquisitor to pursue a spot on Dark Council, which is the Sith equivalent to Jedi Council. Rember took over as the new Arc Trooper. Shine retired from Temple Guard. And finally, Alan's going to try to pursue a major Temple Guard rebrand in preparation for the Lore War. We're going to talk about that later when we get into the interview with him. Next up, we're going to go over the BHG rebrand. So instead of deciding to fix their faction, BHG just completely rebranded for some odd reason. So they've gone from the Bounty Hunters Guild to Kingdom of Mandalore, reworking all their ranks. So like the F class, A class system is gone. They renamed everything. And on top of that, their Bad Batch decided to have a rebrand, and they're called like Desperados now. So hopefully this new look brings something to them. I don't know. They're inactive as hell, so who knows. So we're going to start with going over the Senate meeting, starting out with the Lore War planning. So we finally got a date, well, at least a date range, which is going to be the 22nd through the 30th of November, which is going to be Thanksgiving weekend, or December 7th through 14th, which is the week after finals for college. It's going to wrap up before Christmas, guaranteed, and according to Thomas, they're going to plan a Lore War shop for probably everyone participating. So probably some goodies in there, maybe Hest. I don't know, some good. They're also changing up staff rules for being inside factions. So people like Red Bull, and remember this is definitely going to affect. So staff can no longer hold a position above MR, and they can't be LC positions anymore. So as previously mentioned, Rember being an ARC Trooper and Red Bull being second in command of Sith, that they're definitely going to have to choose in the coming weeks. To combat kind of the inactive moderator issue, Cuffy's kind of starting to purge them, I guess. And on top of that, they're just boring stuff. They're changing combat reworks, and auto mod in the server is going to be changed. But nobody really cares about that, let's be honest. Be a lot of game and balance updates coming probably after the Halloween update. Force Lords are getting reworked, Seismic's being one shot now. Nerfs to Pain, Astra, Serenity, Scrapper, Blade Armor, Kunai, Infill, Riot, Freight Spec, Spear Pull, and Unity are all getting either buffs or nerfs. Nobody really knows yet. Also, the Draken plus Spear plus Scrappo combo got flagged as overpowered, so that's probably going to get a major nerf if not removed in the next update. Going over BHG yet again, because they lost the Darksaber last week when Scar got wiped, they're going to hold another clan war for the Darksaber, which is going to be organized by Vitza and Fungo. Halloween updates. So 3 days, 4 days, however much it is before Halloween, Anger finally decides to release the Halloween update. So we did get some leaks in Content Creator, which will probably show up on screen now. I do know from Chain kind of leaking, my bad telling you out, Chain, there's going to be a lot of Lego parts, like Lego lightsaber parts, Lego Galar, so it'll definitely be cool. Candies are going to spawn around the map, which allow you to buy these cosmetic crates. And on top of that, there's probably going to be a boss knowing this game. Well, finally, the moment like 2 or 3 of y'all have been waiting for, we're going to go over an exclusive interview with TNR's new Temple Guard captain, Alan. He's just going to give his stance on the current roster, preparations for the Lore War, stuff like that. So that's about it. So, alright. So, you obviously are the new permanent Temple Guard captain. Last time we interviewed you were temporary. So, with that, what is the plan for going forward now that you know you're not going to be just temporary?
Looking forward, I definitely want to get Chase back on the Temple Guard roster. That's what I'm gonna do when his cooldown ends, because community team introduced a 1 week cooldown when you join a faction, etc. I need to definitely find a way to make the roster better. Like, I have enough TG candidates, but like the amount of cooldown they have, it's kind of crazy. Like every TG can. So I need to wait definitely for that. And especially, I need to get my roster ready for the lore war that's approaching on November 22nd to November 30th.
Wait, I looked
Like, my whole plan for the roster is like to have mostly NA. The roster right now is looking me, Shine as my TGL, Angel Tag, and PZ. I'm kind of skeptical about PZ. I will have to re-eval him due to the council's request. But I think even if he does pass, he's gonna get challenged by someone like Fuiken or someone else.
Yeah. So, are you guys aware what servers the lore war is going to be held on yet?
Um, I'm not pretty sure what server is gonna be hosted on. That's why I want to keep it like my roster is gonna be probably like almost full NA if I can.
You're EU though,
Or
correct?
yes, I'm you. I'm you.
Okay.
That's the worst part
Yeah.
because I will probably not be able to participate in a lower for the most part.
Yeah. So how do you plan to like differ from previous temple guards? Obviously, Monkey recently being kicked out for his not good leadership.
Um, it's not hard to differ from Monkey. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
He like he kind of got TGC. Like he was the last person I expected to get TGC when I was gone. But like it's not gonna be hard to differ from him. I'm planning to like remake some of the rules and bounce some stuff because like blade armor for example right now it's just busted against TGs. um like differ from other TGCs. It's hard when you got actually real competition like Paumion Weekend, you know. But I heard that Weekend was low-key rank seeding TGC from Thomased, and when Thomased was TGL he was doing like most of the work, so we'll see that about that in the future. Like it's only been I haven't been TGC even for a week yet. So
Yeah. So how do you believe the state of Temple Guard is right now with your current roster? I know you're planning on improving, but
mm, like the current roster right now isn't good. Like I miss the players like Chase, like freaking like Goose Monkeys because they're TG Kent and they're on cooldown. So like community team is the only thing holding me back. I can make this roster better than the Inquisitor and etc. Like I think those TGs will be the best roster again
yeah.
after I'm finished.
Yeah, so with like Temple Guard's history of kind of being a dominant saber lore class, how do you think you scale up to like the other lore classes, primarily Inquisitors, because we all know the shit shows the cool card is.
Um, Inquisitors, it's actually not hard to scale up to Inquisitors if you think about it. I just need to get the right people at the right time. I mean, I'm not gonna obviously beat like the roster Paumin had Austin in when we are talking about Alpha, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, like Austin had the best roster out of like every TGC in Alpha. Let's be honest, like it was it was at some point it was Austin, Ronnie, Chase, me, Mav, and Shine. That was the most best like possible roster at that time, and probably in the whole alpha.
yeah, definitely.
So it's hard for me to scale up when I'm using players. I'm gonna use players that I never really like believed in, like prior to this my whole TGC cadency.
Okay, and then last quick thing, as we get closer to the lore war, how do you plan to prepare with your roster? Like, are you gonna host
I,
specialized
I,
trainings or?
I think my roster doesn't really have to prepare. I think the TG prospects and TG Kents, like some of the TG Kents need to prepare because I recently hosted a TG Kent eval and the result was like, I'm gonna check the document myself because I'm pretty sure like most of the people didn't pass the 2v2. Yeah, fail, fail, pass, pass, fail, 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 pass, fail. So uh, I really need to like the team fighting needs to get better when it comes to Team Republic. Like not like people TGC like TG can level TG level like no Jedi Council too, but like some of the TG prospects and TG cans just lack the team fighting.
Oh yeah, I know. I'm kind of lied. This is my last question. I know in the past there's like been such a stark difference between TG Can and TG, or there's like not that far of a difference between TG Can and TG, but there's been like a massive difference between TG Prospect and TG Can to the point where there was like probably 50 TG prospects and only one TG can. Do you plan to change that?
Yeah, I'm gonna get TG cans rotating all of the time. I'm going to introduce a system that TG cans will no longer be able to rank sit the rank. Like, I'm gonna make the TG can challenge everyone until they win.
Okay, so you
And if
definitely
they
want.
don't, yeah, if they don't win against anyone, they're gonna get demoted, and a TG can eval or someone who has been waitlisted will get rank.
So there's a minimum amount of TG cans you can have. It's not just like however many you want, right?
Yes. I'm trying to keep like a no, I'm trying to keep a maximum, to be honest, of 6 cans, but that's not gonna be it for this roster because I kind of miscalculated with people like Destiny and Shine coming back that actually have a overflow of TG cans.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you for your time. Good luck in the lore war.
Thank you,
See ya.
thank you. Goodbye.